Hi everyone, today's episode we are refinishing a desk. Now this desk is a real beauty. I found it on a sidewalk, somebody just put it out there for the trash. And when I found it, there was cobwebs all over it. It was not pretty, but I noticed that the legs were actually in really good shape. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the top off. We're gonna put a 2x4 top on it, which is gonna look, kind of have that industrial look that's real popular right now. And then we're gonna chalk paint the bottom. So let's check out what the desk looks like now, and I'll kind of give you the game plan. So this is my beautiful desk. All right, as you can see, the top of it is a real mess. It's warped, so we're gonna take this off. But like I said, I really liked the legs on it. I like how wide it is, how long it is. So you see right here, it has a little drawer. There's apparently a drawer here. We're gonna take these off. And if you notice, there's this little bar here. So I actually debated whether I wanted to put a shelf in here or if I just wanted to take this off and have some leg room. So actually what I decided is to take this off, because really a shelf would be really kind of dark and deep, and I really thought that wouldn't function very well. We can actually make organizer on top or do something later. So we're going to chalk paint this bottom. We're going to take this off. We're going to take this off and get it prepped for painting and staining. Let's go. One thing that I love about these kinds of desks is, one, the character. You can see these little, what would you call this? I don't know. I like the little details. So this detail's kind of different. I've never seen it before, but it's solid wood. I mean, solid wood furniture these days is really expensive. So we're gonna turn this into a nice, charming desk. So in taking it off, I found that there's one more screw hidden underneath these legs. So it's always kind of fun to find where all these little hidden screws are. But this is my last screw to get this top off. Yay, it's off. Woo! Wow, that just popped off there. Alrighty. Probably need to get some wood filler to fill these holes. I've disassembled the desk, and I'm gonna look to see which side I actually want the top to be. Quite honestly, I like the rustic look, so I don't mind too many knots showing. So we're just gonna put it together, see what it looks like, and then we're gonna flip the desk on top of it, measure it, and start cutting. Let's do a 4-inch lip on each side. And we're gonna do a 4-inch mark on this side. We'll do a board in the front, board in the back. have the first stain on my 2x4s, which are going to be my top, and you can see them back here. They're still drying a little bit. And now I'm prepping the desk for painting. So because I took off the drawer sliders, I'm just going to get some wood filler. I always use a fast drying wood filler. Just going to fill these holes, sand it a little bit, and then we're going to paint. So I'm going to be using chalk paint today, which is real popular right now. It's going to look super awesome with our wood stain top. I have a tutorial on how to make your own chalk paint. You can check that out on the side. I like to always use a roller on furniture. And the reason is because it gives that smooth finished look, not the look of brush strokes. In some of the little nook and cranny spots, you do need to use a brush, but then after I use a brush, I always go back over it with the roller as much as possible. And remember, we are going to lightly sand this. It is a chalk paint, so we're going to lightly sand it before we put a wax on it. All right, you have to bear with me because it always seems to be windy where I live when I'm filming. Anyways, we've painted, put the first coat of chalk paint on the desk, and we did a first coat of stain on the wood. Then we placed the desk back on top of the wood, and we measured it. We measured on both sides, front and back, to make sure that it's as even as we can get it on top of the wood. Now we are about to add some heavy-duty interior construction wood screws to screw it all down. Okay, so I've screwed on the table onto the 2x4s, but I'm going to add these just because the 2x4s are actually pretty heavy and it just kind of gives extra support. But anytime you drill into these, they're quite thin, right? So I like to do pre-drill holes. I like to pre-drill holes. And you just do that with this drill bit. And anytime you do it, you make sure that this drill bit is just slightly skinnier or thinner than your actual screw.
So many times people have looked for local businesses for so many different needs. Well, look no more. Now you have Mountain House and surrounding areas local business website where you can find pet services like dog walkers, sitters, travel agents, photographers, and even piano and dance teachers. So before you look anywhere else, visit mhlocalbiz.com and support local business. Here you will find businesses ready to serve you.
I'm really happy with how well the tabletop is coming out. I love the color. I sanded it down after I stained it the first time, and it kind of helped the wood grain kind of come through. So I'm actually going to leave it like that. And I already put one coat on of the clear polyurethane. And as you can see, it's come out really pretty. I love the sheen, the color that's coming through. I'm going to actually put 2 or 3 coats on this, and you really want to make sure that it dries well in between each coat. I usually try to do 24 hours. I know it's hard sometimes to wait 24 hours, but in order for it to dry real well and not be tacky or sticky, once you put the other coats on, you really need to wait it out. One of the big draws for chalk paint is being able to distress your furniture to kind of give it that unique vintage kind of look, and that's what I love about it too. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Basically, once you hit the corners, you can see that the color is real easy to distress it on the corners, and that's mainly what I do it. I might do a little distressing right here too, where these holes are. Now that I've sanded the chalk paint and added a little distress to the desk, I'm going to be adding paste wax. Now I use SC Johnson. It's a clear wax, and basically this kind of helps protect the chalk paint, helps it from chipping, and helps with the wear of the paint. For me, I like to add a little bit of color to the wax, so I'm going to be adding the Jacobine stain. Now that's the same color stain that I applied to the top of the desk. Now really, I don't have measurements. Basically, I just kind of add a little wax, add a little bit of stain, mix it all together. You don't want to add too much stain, just enough to color it. Thank you for watching. Make it myself. See you next time.